with me one moment. Greetings, Divine Radiance. Welcome to your Wednesday Live Empower Hour with me, Nahkila Isha of Ashworth Life Sculpting. I am a divine interpreter, interpreting messages and methods from the divine that empower you to create and live an abundant life. Hi, Kyria, you're first, so you get your personal card pulled today. Hi, my beautiful aunt. Welcome, welcome. So I am live in both places. Hey, Bree. I'm live on Facebook in the United Light Beings Awakening group. I am also live here on YouTube. Decided not to go live on the other places today. However, I would like to take a moment while I pull Kyria's card and ask that you all copy this link to today's Wednesday Live Empower Hour. Hey, Natalie, and go and share it on your Facebook community, inviting your community to join us live today. So I'm going to go ahead and do Kyria's card. And after you share this link on your Facebook community, please let me know that you've done so. And there may be a surprise in store for you as a result of that. So I'm going to go ahead and pull her card and we will get started. Okay. And hi, Barbara, how are you? I was led to actually pull your personal card, Kyria, from the Soul Coaching deck. Now, I don't think I've used this deck at all for lives or even in readings or in sessions, but Spirit said grab it. So whenever I get new decks, I use them on myself, and I've had this for quite some time, I think since like December. Ooh. But today I was told to pull it. So let's see. You got passion. And it says, I passionately accept and love myself. So what is the message for Kyria today? So what I heard is this is a declaration for you to say to yourself every morning, because it's time for you to do this. It's time for you to see your beauty within. It's time for you to embrace who you are, not just as a mother, but as a woman. What are some things that make you who you are outside of being a mom? What are some things that make you who you are outside of being whatever you do for a living? It's time for you to really go deep within. And I'm hearing touch your soul, get to know your soul, connect with your soul, reconnect with your soul. Okay. So what I heard a few things. I heard you have a passion that you have not put out. You have a passion that you have not extinguished, and you have a passion that you have not pursued, but it's coming through as the same thing. So like something that's eating at you, like, this is what you're called to do, but there's something holding you back. So Spirit is saying, don't allow you to hold you back. Pursue your passions, pursue what you love, what interests you, with a fierceness. I'm hearing the time is now. Okay, thank you. So that was your message today. Thank you so much, Nicole. Thank you and welcome. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Thank you, Bree. Good morning, my beautiful mom. Good morning. Good morning. So as you all get on, when you share this video, just go ahead and comment that you've shared it. Thank you, Natalie. And, just let me know when you've done it and we will go ahead and get started. You're so welcome, Kyria. You're welcome. And if you're interested in sharing with us what that passion is that Spirit was talking about, please do. Or if you aren't quite sure what it is, but I have a feeling you are, just getting in touch with it. Thank you so much, my beautiful aunt. Thank you. So let's go ahead and get started with our breathing. Let's not waste any more moments. So I don't know if you all can see, but I have this diffuser over here today because I am doing a daily protocol with essential oils. There's a woman that came to Spiritual Happy Hour. Her name is Jenny, and she sent me like a bag of oils so that I could test them every day. And she sends me a message with new protocols. So I'm like tingling all over. I'm like, my body, I feel it all up and down my spine. And then smelling this on the sidelines is kind of counteracting the vinegar that I put in my tea. But it smells amazing. So let's see how my energy is as a result of it. Because she's like, if you get sensory overload, put some frankincense on your shoulders and Douglas fir. But anyways, it's not here. So if I get sensory overload, we're just going to deal with it. What better place to have sensory overload than with you, right? So let's go ahead and get started on our breathing. For those of you that are joining us Again, thank you so much and welcome back. And for those of you that are joining for the first time, each Wednesday during our Empower Hour, we do our breathing. I send you Reiki to your heart chakra and your solar plexus. And today I'm feeling led to do it with this hand. So let's just go ahead and do that. So what I'd like you to do is breathe slow and deep as possible in through your nose, and visualize and feel yourself breathing in love and light. And then I'd like you to slowly exhale out through your mouth, exhaling all that no longer serves you. If there's something specific that you're choosing to release, then focus on that thing as you exhale, okay? And you know what? Usually we're just breathing in love and light, which is the best thing to breathe in. But if you'd also like to focus on something that you're choosing to allow to manifest in your life, then go ahead and feel yourself and visualize yourself breathing that in, aligning yourself with the energy of that thing, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. So inhale slow and deep through your nose, love and light. And release all this no longer serving you, exhaling out through your mouth. And again, inhale love and light through your nose. And release. And as you continue breathing, I call on highest light guides, angels, ancestors, healers, teachers, wise ones, ascended masters, grandmothers, grandfathers, guardians, and helpful companions, all of highest light and love. I thank you for being here with me today. I thank you for filling this space. And I thank you for using me as a vessel of highest light and love to deliver a message to those I'm called to serve today. May their hearts, their minds, and their spirits be open to receive whatever is meant for them. And so it is. So just go ahead and take a few more breaths, inhaling slow and deep through your nose, love and light, and releasing, exhaling out through your mouth. And as you're breathing, allow your shoulders to drop, releasing all the tension that you're carrying in your shoulders. And as you continue to breathe, feel and visualize your crown chakra opening located at the top of your head. And feel that divine light pouring in through your crown, traveling down to your third eye. Feeling it extending out to your ear chakras and down to your throat and your heart and your solar plexus and sacral down to your root. Feeling that divine light flowing down your thighs, into your knees, down your legs, into your feet, and allow your feet to grow roots. Feeling those roots connecting you to the center of Mother Earth, connecting to her heartbeat, and bringing her loving energy back up through your feet, up to your root, your sacral, feeling her energy, filling your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, up to your third eye, extending out to your ear chakras, and up and out your crown, connecting you to the divine source of highest light and love. And just allow that energy from the divine source of highest light and love and Mother Earth to flow through you, reaching every part of your cellular being, every chakra, every nook and cranny, and filling you with peace, power, confidence, courage, and abundance. And set the intention to allow this energy to flow through you throughout the rest of your day. And so it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what you all are saying. Oh, wonderful. Diamond. Okay, listen, I was about to call you Isis, then Diamond. Barbara says her daughter's name is Kira. And let's see. Nicole said essential oils are the best. I know, aren't they? Oh my goodness, they feel so good. And what I discovered was the oils that I got from her previously. I realized to feel them, putting them in the proper areas, you feel them even more. So you typically, you can put them at what's called the mouth of God, that part of your head that sometimes dips in. And then on C7, which is the hump in your back, you can also put it on your lower spine, put it on your belly button, and put a little on your big toe and and your wrist, and you'll just feel the effects of the oils tremendously, tremendously. And even if it's not like a custom blend, just the oil itself, putting it on those spots, you really feel the energy. It's amazing, amazing. Hey, my beautiful cousin. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Nicole said, my family doesn't use medicine. We live by them for so many things. So awesome. You know what, Nicole? I don't know if you are I believe you may be, if you're in the United Light Beings Awakening group, but if you're not, I would love to have you join us and just share some of your wisdom on essential oils. Whenever you're led, just post this oil helps with this, and how to use it. That would be so awesome and appreciate it. I thought you were. I believe we've communicated in the comments, but last week I thought Hannah was the Hannah that did my photography a few years ago, and it was not the same Hannah. I saw her at a bowl session. I was like, are you Slime Snail on YouTube? And she's like, no. I was like, and the person, her name was Hannah, but she didn't even correct me. So yeah, so I was making sure, but thank you so much. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to pull a card, and I'm being led to pull from this heart deck first. So let me just make sure the deck isn't, it was upside down. I'd like to make sure if it comes in reversed, it's actually because the card came in and not because the deck is reversed. Okay. Ooh, that's a really good one. Really, really good one. So this first card, I'm going to tell you, we have been having a party, take from the bottom, over in RIM. It has been amazing. It's been so lit. And just the lives and the comments. And we have been seeing the same numbers each day at the same time as a collective. And feeling the shifts and the changes. Take that one too. Both? Okay. That are occurring. And so this first card reminded me of what we've all been feeling over there. And I'm sure some of you have been feeling it too. So we'll get to that in just a second. Take which one? Okay. Oh, alrighty then. Ooh. Okay, I'm getting excited about what I'm saying, and I haven't even gotten the messages from Spirit yet. I just know it's going to be great. So the first card we got is Dreams Coming True. Dreams coming true. Now, I'd like you to take a look at this picture really quick, and I'd like you to take a look at the human hands and the light that's in the center, and how you have that beam of light shooting up, and how the hands are in the cosmos. Now, what this represents is our ability to align with the energy of what we're choosing to manifest, right? We have the power right in the palm of our hands. And literally, when you set the intention to align with those things that you're choosing to manifest at night, and even sometimes during the day, I will lay in my bed and I will take note of my vibration. And then I will feel for the vibration of what I'm choosing to manifest out in the cosmos, right? Because everything that we choose to be, choose to create, choose to have, it's already there and it exists and it's ours in a parallel universe, but we've just got to bring it to us here in the now. So I'll literally align with that energy, the vibration of what I'm choosing for my life. And so this is what this reminds me of. But Spirit is letting you know that your dreams are coming true. All you have to do is pay attention to the signs. All you have to do is be open to see them and be open to explore what they mean. And then when you get the explanation from the divine, being courageous enough to take action. So let me just tell you how things that we see in everyday life, how they carry messages. I was on YouTube, and in my newsfeed, there was a video of someone doing the Beyonce challenge, and on their clock, little clock in the background, it said 6:33. So I'm a fanatic for synchronicities through numbers. I break numbers down. My mom was here, and if she's still on, she can tell you. She's like, boy, you really got those numbers, right? I'll add them up and break it down and get the message. But anyways, I looked it up, and it was so in alignment with what is happening right now, right? Spirit will guide you through those synchronicities, encourage you through those synchronicities, and help you every step of the way. And it's not always in the form of numbers. It can be a color. If you see a color and you just feel led, like, okay, this is kind of, right? Just look up, what does that color represent? Or an animal. You know, if you see a butterfly or a dragonfly or a beetle, even, you know, spirit is speaking to you through nature and through numbers and through vehicles and through everything and everyone around you. But now it's important for you to pay attention. So, okay, so also I'm hearing heart chakra. For some of you, I'm being told to tell you, in order for you to manifest your dreams, to allow them to come true, it's important that you do some heart chakra healing. You know, you can simply place your hand on your heart, call on Archangel Raphael, and ask for that divine energy to help you to heal your heart. You can also visualize your heart chakra as a spinning wheel. Pay attention to the direction it's spinning. If it feels good that way, great. If not, do it the other way. Pay attention to the speed. If it feels like it's too fast, slow it down. If it feels like it's too slow, speed it up. If it feels great that way, keep it as is. And then pay attention to the color. The heart chakra is represented by the color green. How does that green look? Is it a beautiful, bright, vibrant emerald green, or is it muddy, dark, and not so vibrant? If so, breathe in and exhale. And with each exhale, visualize yourself releasing whatever that color that doesn't look too bright, and then see it becoming brighter and brighter with every breath. Okay. So let's see what you all are saying. Nothing. Okay. Moving right along. So we got the moon, goddess of the moon. So this is spirit telling you to rely on your intuition. We are all born psychic. We're all born psychic. We just bury it because society teaches us it's not really okay to see things or to hear things or to speak to yourself. As a child, oftentimes you're not really speaking to yourself. Those children aren't speaking to themselves. They're speaking to angels. Because up until the age of 7, children are still very much so innocent and they're innocent at 7 too, but they're still very much so connected with the divine. So those psychic gifts that we're born with are there with them. I've shared with you all the story about how when I was younger, my grandmother used to be like, you better stop that baby from talking to herself. And she'd be like, just don't answer yourself. So my mom said I was talking to my imaginary friend. And when my gifts started to come back as an adult, I had an experience where I saw a child in the mirror playing with me. And so I asked my mom, without telling her about this experience, did I say it was an imaginary friend, or what did I say? And she said, no, when I'd ask you who you were playing with or talking to, you would say my friend. And what prompted me to ask her this is because in the mirror, that child was playing peekaboo with me. You know, it was like hiding on the side of the mirror, and it was literally playing with me. So it made me ask her that. So I'm being led to tell you all as parents to recognize that your children are still very much so connected to this gift and to cultivate it in them. Help them to know it's okay. Help them to embrace it. Because imagine those of us that are just reconnecting with our gifts, imagine where we would be as far as the work that we're doing if it was cultivated and we never release the ability to see, hear, or feel and trust in what we see, hear, or feel. Not feel like there's anything wrong with it, right? So I'm also hearing connect with your own intuition and allow yourself to be guided. Allow yourself to be guided. And what Spirit is saying is you do this through keeping yourself grounded. The exercise we do when we're doing our breathing, where we allow that divine light to pour in and we grow those roots connecting us to Mother Earth. Now that the weather's changing, get outside, start grounding. Also, meditation. You guys know that comes up all the time. How many of you are meditating every day? Let me know. If you're meditating every day, leave a comment that says every day. And if you're not meditating every day, get in touch with why. Why aren't you, right? Recently, I got in touch with why am I not doing something every day that I was doing every day that was serving my highest good, right? And it's chanting Shreem Brazi. Shreem Brazi is a chant that you can use to manifest abundance rapidly, right? So probably about a week ago, I stopped doing it every single day, and I kind of do it throughout the day, and I kind of just, sporadically. And I literally said, Nahkila, what are you doing? Why are you not doing this every day? You know it works. You know what the results are. So why are you keeping yourself from manifesting the highest level of abundance possible? So sometimes we got to check ourselves, right? We got to check ourselves and we got to discover, why am I not doing what I know is going to serve my highest good? And then we just got to do it. Once we're aware, Spirit says this serves me and I'm not doing it, now it's just time to do it without judging ourselves. Just observe ourselves, understand our patterns, our behaviors, and our whys. Sometimes we're afraid of greatness because when we were great before, we were punished for it. And sometimes, as children, teenagers, when we allowed ourselves to shine, we got beat up, whether it was through guardians or parents or people that were supposed to love us and accept us, or even by friends, right? So Spirit is saying it's time for us to get firm and solid in who we are, and also really gain an understanding of what makes us tick. Because when we do, and we're in that habit of self-evaluating, self-observing, again, without judgment, that's when we're going to continue to elevate even higher. Our vibration will raise. Let's see what you all are saying. Curious said, Nahkila, I have known I am a healer since I was young. Now I am feeling free to walk in my gift. I have just begun studying and allowing Spirit to guide me. Awesome. So amazing. I've often shared the story of how I've always been really intuitive and really able to give great advice. I'm not tooting my own horn. It's just a fact, and talking to my cousin who is also gifted, I was telling her how, as a child, I never felt like a child. Like, I have memories of me on the playground. I was a tiny little thing too. So skinny, you could see my knees from the back, just tiny with a big old head and long feet. And so anyways, I realized the reason why I never felt like a child is because my awareness was always elevated, but it wasn't because I was just so smart or I was just so this. It's because I was connected and I was being guided even back then, and I was being shown, and I didn't realize it, right? But then as time went on, with me having these gut instincts that were always right, or giving this valuable advice that at the time I wasn't able to advise myself on how to open a can of paint, right? But people were listening and it worked for them. I used to joke and say, I'm psychic. I can't tell you how much money I invested in calling psychics back then, but I'd be like, I'm psychic, and here I am now realizing I am. So it's really good that you are recognizing that, because that's the first step to really amplify your gifts and have them come on fully. Also, another thing that you can say to the divine is, I am ready to activate my gifts fully. Show me, guide me, bring it on, and then the divine, in divine timing, will allow your gifts to come through even stronger. Now, the reason I say divine timing is because we've talked about how the divine will not give you more than you can chew. So as you say these things, Spirit is hearing you, and you will receive guidance so that you are able to prepare and be ready for what you're asking for. So this is why it's so important when you receive that guidance to take heed and to move, because you can speak something that you're choosing and Spirit will hear you and say, okay, so this is what you're choosing. Well, here you go. Now it's up to you to do it. Perfect example was, I was always stating, I am so grateful to be used as a vessel of highest light and love. Use me, show me how to be my best self. I'm so grateful to be the best version of myself. And this is what I say daily. So my desire for meat about 3 years ago was just gone. I didn't have to struggle through it, because I told the divine that I was grateful for being the best version of myself. And one of the ways for me to do that is to have an elevated vibration. And one of the ways to do that is to give up eating death. So when Spirit is guiding you, take heed, because often as in always, it's a response to something you've requested. And you may not understand the rhyme or the reason, but Spirit heard you. Even if it was 5 years ago and you get a message today, Spirit heard you. So now you're ready for that shift that you requested 5 years ago. But you just got to take heed and do what you're guided to do. Let's see. Rachel said, bad reception, going to take it and raise and replay later. Awesome. Okay. Danielle said, I told you it started as a shape of a diamond and rim, and we are bringing our paths back together. We just needed to go off on our own path to be able to come back as one. So amazingly true. So true. So what Danielle is referring to is, over in REM, Spirit had been saying, it's time for us to get back to basics. REM, some of the members in REM have been in for 2+ years. And so as a result, you kind of get that soul food and you go off and you process it, or you get to a certain level and that guidance, that intensive guidance is no longer required in your life where you are. And so now we've had new members join our soul family, and now we're back to where Spirit was telling us it's time for us to get to. Spirit kept saying it, but I didn't know how it was going to manifest. And so Danielle is referring to that. And now it's doing exactly what Spirit intended for to do once again. And now those that have been in for a long time, now they're also able to come and serve the new family members that have joined. So it's just really beautiful. Natalie said, bows head in shame. Can I meditate in a way that isn't just sitting in silence? I find the most out when I blast music in my ears and talk to Spirit to shut my mind off first. Okay, so yes, you can meditate like that as well. However, I would recommend you practicing the silence, the stillness, because when you think about the cosmos, right? Source, and you think about what's in the cosmos, it's very silent and still. Although there's periodic stars moving and planets doing whatever, but if you were just to imagine being in the cosmos, what's the first thing you would feel? It's not really a lot of movement. So I would say, yes, you can do it that way, however Spirit speaks to you, but really allow yourself to get comfortable in the stillness, the total stillness, and see how much more you receive from Spirit doing it that way, so that your entire mind is off and the only thing that's present is your breath and the divine, and see what happens. But you can definitely meditate that way too. Okay, so before I read more comments, let's go to the next card. The next card is indecision. Indecision. Okay, so I literally just heard, what are you waiting for? You know which way to go. Now go. Now go. Stop being indecisive. You've received the guidance. Okay. Now, I don't know. Some of you, I know what Spirit is saying. Some of you, I don't, but you will. You've received the guidance. Now go. Now, whether you've received the guidance, because again, like Curious Car stated, it's a passion of yours. Your passion is a for sure sign of what direction serves your highest good. Whether you've received a message to take action on something in your life, do it. Do it. I'm hearing for some of you, it's releasing a spouse. For others of you, it's your healing. For some of you, it's releasing self-doubt. And I just heard, get over yourself. What does that mean? Get over yourself. In this context, what does that mean? Get over yourself. What's the message here? Okay. Okay, wait, let me say it. Okay, so what I'm hearing is it's time for you to stop allowing your human self to get you caught up and snagged in things like fear, doubt, worry, stress. That is not a part of your divine soul. That is the human element of yourself. Now it's time for you to recognize that aspect of yourself as no longer being a necessary part of your journey. Get over yourself and get into yourself. So they just started to tell me all kind of stuff all at once. I'm like, hold on, slow down. Let me get it, because I forget stuff. Like, I hear you, but I'm gonna forget if you don't slow down. Okay, so what I just heard, you are a queen, you are a king, you are a goddess, you are a god, you are beyond, you are more, right? And as Spirit was saying that, it wasn't coming through in the context of, if you're a woman, you're a goddess, you're a queen. If you're a male, you're a god, you're a king. No, Spirit is saying it doesn't matter if you're male or female, woman or man, you are a king, you are a queen, you are a god, you are a goddess, you are all of that and beyond. You are the divine having a human experience. So where does the indecisiveness come from? Why are you still stuck in fear? Why aren't you understanding that you are capable of everything, and all things, right? Spirit is saying right now, it's coming through as, okay, you done took enough time doubting yourself. Now it's time to wake up. And I heard it in a much harsher way. But Spirit is saying it's time to wake up. Like, now is the time. You got this. Take the training wheels off and ride that bike. You know what to do. You know how to move forward. Now you just got to do it. I heard release the fear now. Okay. So what's something that you've been indecisive about? What is Spirit talking to you about in this right here? Leave me a comment. Let me know. Hi, my beautiful aunt. Good morning. Good morning. My Aunt Linda said, good morning, everyone. Good morning, my lovely niece. My little girl, me, was told that I was having a strong imagination and that I was not seeing the spirits that was there. I had fear, but no more. Yes. And my Aunt Linda has seen spirits all of her life, and until she was afraid and stopped, I believe, right, Linda? I know when my youngest son saw my grandfather, my Popo leave when he passed, he hadn't had an opportunity to meet my youngest son, and he saw him. And he came running out of the room, and he was in the room, and I showed him a picture of my dad and my grandfather. And I was like, was it one of these men in the pictures? Because at the time he hadn't met my dad yet either. And he kept saying who it was. It was my grandfather, and when they're that young, their stories don't always, when they're making stuff up, sometimes it changes, did not change. And you knew he was seeing something, right? And so anyways, my aunt told me to pray with him, right? Pray with him and ask that it stop because it scares him, and it went away. So I'm being led to share this with you because we are in control of our gifts, right? Now, I'm not telling you as an adult to pray it away, because you have this gift for a purpose and you're meant to use it to help shift the collective consciousness of humanity. And also for some of you to help spirits cross over into the next level in their journey. But I'm sharing this because you are in control of the intensity of your gift, right? Even the frequency of your gift. And we've talked about this. You can see a candle lit, set the intention. When that candle's lit in my mind's eye, that's when I'm open, right? When I blow that candle out, I'm not open to receive, right? You can do the dial like a dimmer switch. If it's too strong or intense, turn it down. And when you're just not open to receive, turn it off. You can also visualize like a storefront. Have an open sign. When that sign is on, I'm open for business, spirits. When it's off, I'm not. You can also set the intention, and this is what I've done. I've set the intention that I will only receive messages that serve my highest good and the highest good of those I'm called to serve. That I receive messages in a way that is comfortable, right? Now, comfortable doesn't mean comfortable in the sense of, oh, it's always going to be comfortable delivering the message, but I mean where I'm not overwhelmed. But instead of even speaking overwhelm, I'm speaking what I'm choosing, which is comfort, right? So now I've received messages that were uncomfortable to deliver. And when you get those messages, it's our duty to deliver it anyway. It's not for us to decipher what we receive or what that person or that group is to hear. Spirit knows what's going to resonate with their soul. And oftentimes we're dropping breadcrumbs and seeds to help them remember and grow in who they are. Okay. So just remember, take control of your gift now so that as it starts to grow, you're not feeling bombarded and overwhelmed. Okay. Okay. Spirit is telling me to give you an example of in the beginning when things started to come back. It's like everything was active. I was seeing the spirits. I was hearing the spirits, and one particular time I just kept receiving messages, and I was still married at the time, and I was able to tell my husband what I was receiving. And as long as I was able to do that, I was good. But then when he had to go to sleep, it was like, okay, now this is super overwhelming. And so what I chose to do was go into the bathroom. And at the time, the toilet was in a room to itself. So I went in there. I was like, give me a minute. I went in there to connect with my grandmother's energy because I knew what her energy felt like. And when I was in there, I could hear all these spirits on the other side of the door. And the way I describe it is, you remember in Ghost when Whoopi, all her gifts came through and the spirits were just there waiting, and how she felt, that's how I felt to the fifth power, right? And so we know spirits can come through the door, but they didn't. They stayed on the side of the door. And as they were still talking to me, distracting me from connecting to my grandmother and finding peace and calm, I said, give me a minute. And they stopped. So here's the thing. You are in control of your gifts. The reason why I've been in control of my gifts is because I always knew that I was in control of my gifts. The moment you don't believe you're in control is the moment you lose control. So just know, set the intention now. However, you're choosing to be active in this gift, it's not meant to torture you. It's meant to help you serve, and it's meant to serve you too. Okay. So let's see what we got. Hey, Staria. Hi, Dynel. Good morning. And let's see. Napping free. Ooh, I like that. I don't know who you are, but leave me your real name if we know each other outside of YouTube. And even if we don't, let me know who you are. Napping free said, wow, receive that. I needed to hear that. Well, cancel, delete, need, because when you claim need, the universe hears you and you're going to get a response of more need. So it serves your highest good to hear that. My Linda said, I asked that all messages that are being sent to please enter into my dreams. Yes, yes. And here's another thing that's amazing with dreams. Nikki posted in the United Light Beings Awakening group asking you about dreams that you have. Here's the thing that's beautiful about it. My grandmother, I feel her all the time. She's here with me. She never leaves my side. However, I do miss her. I miss having her being able to hug her, being able to see her and even smell her. And so there's times where I'll ask her to visit me in my dreams, like, Momo, I miss you. I like to see you. Come to me in my dreams. And she will. So we are in total control of how we interact with spirit realm. It's just time for us to know that and be in our power. I can't stress it enough. So let's go ahead and go on to the next card. Nada said, I was feeling so cut off. I'm going to cancel, delete, try. When you use try, your unconscious mind hears don't do it. You're going to do the dial. You're going to test the dial. You're going to see if the dial works for you. So you guys may be wondering, why am I shifting the way you're speaking? And the reason is because our words are vibrational messages that go into the universe, and the universe responds to us. So there is a thing called lack language, and there's a thing called abundance language. And when we speak certain words, what we're doing is we're claiming lack, and we're vibrating at that vibration of lack, that frequency of lack. So if you'd like to be able to understand more about lack language versus abundance language, in the description box on this YouTube video, I have the free interactive ebook, Everything Starts with Remembering. Now, within that ebook, there is the lack language versus abundance language list. I recommend looking at it, getting familiar with it. And when you speak those words that are lack, just cancel, delete, and replace them for the abundant way to say it. My mom actually printed hers and has hers on her refrigerator. So whatever you feel led to do, but get familiar with it, because if you're going to be in control and in your power manifesting the life you desire and deserve, why not do it from every angle, not just your thoughts and your beliefs and your actions, but also the words that you speak. That's why it's called spelling, because our words cast spells. And so if you're going to be casting a spell, I don't know about you, but I like mine to be abundance. So let's see. We got magical prayers. Okay. Spirit just said, be mindful about what you speak. Be mindful about what you say. I'm even hearing be mindful about what you think. Everything that comes from you is a prayer, right? Everything that comes from you is a prayer. Now, here's the thing. We understand that praying is when we speak to the divine, right? Meditation is when the divine speaks to us. They go hand in hand. But whether you are holding your hands out, standing praying, whether you are sitting crisscross applesauce praying, whether you are on your knees praying, doesn't matter how you pray. Those aren't the only prayers you send. When you speak, that's a prayer. When you think, that's a prayer. What you believe, that's a prayer. So Spirit is saying to understand that you are magical and so are your prayers. And the universe doesn't go and shift through every prayer that's sent. The universe is like, okay, access granted. Oh, your wish is my command. Oh, you need? Okay, here's more need. Now you still need. What else do you need? Oh, more need? Here's more need, right? You want. It implies that there is lack, that you're lacking. I want. Oh, you want? Okay, cancel, delete, want. Here's more want, right? See? So Spirit is telling you to be really aware and mindful and understanding that you are this human antenna that has a spirit within you, right? And this antenna, your entire body transmutes frequencies to the universe. Whether it's your thoughts, your speaking, your beliefs, it's all transmuting frequencies to the universe. So in order for you to utilize your ability to transmute frequencies, it's about being mindful. Everything you say is a magical prayer. So think about the things that in your mind you like to receive or you like to create, and think about the things that have not manifested yet. And then think about how you're speaking of them, right? Now, notice when I was saying, instead of speaking about what I'm not choosing, I spoke in terms of what I am choosing, right? So, like, let's see, let me give you an example. Okay, so let's just say this is the first thing that came to mind. I'm choosing to not gain any weight, right? I'm choosing to not gain any weight. That's one frequency. Or I'm choosing to maintain a healthy weight, right? In essence, it means the same thing, but vibrationally, it's totally different. You're still putting energy in what you're not choosing. And so Spirit is saying focus all your energy on what you are choosing, right? We've got to unlearn everything we've learned. We've learned how to be in lack through the school system, AKA preparation for prison, whether it's a physical prison, emotional, mental prison, it's still prison, okay? I'm also being led to read what the T says today. Today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. And I just heard Spirit is guiding you in each and every day. Each and every day you're receiving guidance. It's a present. It's a gift from the divine to you. I'm also being told to tell you to really practice being in the now. I believe, I don't know if I mentioned this in REM or if we had to talk about it, but I was being led to tell you, stop even right now. Just stop and think about now. How do you feel right now? Right now. How is your life right now? Not like what you're worrying about in the back of your mind, a monkey mind going, not what you got to take care of after this live or what you got to do tomorrow, but right now, in this very moment, right now, how do you feel? I feel awesome. I can feel the oils working its magic. I'm grateful to be here talking to you. I'm grateful to be awake and alive, woke and awake. So, yeah, right now, sometimes just take a moment to be in the now and then show gratitude for what's going on in the now. You have breath in your body, you have all your senses, you have awareness, right? And you have an opportunity to be better right now than you were a second ago. So, let's see what you all are saying. Oh, hey, Pat. Thank you for joining. And let's see, Nicole said, I never remember my dreams. Any suggestions? Yes. So I actually posted under Nikki's her post the other day. The Archangel Zedekiel is actually the Archangel that helps you with dream memory recall. So you can call on his assistance before you go to sleep for that. And you can also set the intention. I am choosing to remember the dreams that serve my highest good to remember. Or if you're choosing to remember them all, you can simply set the intention to do so. And just really get in the habit of working with his energy and also stating that every night. You can also give yourself an unconscious mind command. Unconscious mind, while I'm dreaming and sleeping, allow me to remember my dreams when I wake up. So Natalie said, I am powerful, I am open, and so it is. And so it is. Nicole says, so many dwell in the past, worry about the future, and are not present in the now. That changed my life. It really does make a difference because you know what? When we are in the now, right? Right now, like literally right now, in this moment, everything is perfect. And the only real time there is right now. So if we can stay in the now every second of every day, then our vibration is really going to be elevated because in the now, everything is perfect. Whatever bill you got to pay, that bill, it's not in the now, right? It's either in the future or it's in the past. And I'm in the opposite direction, but I guess Spirit guided me because I believe I'm backwards on the camera. So Great. Thanks, Spirit. But anyways, it's not the now. If you're just in the now, what's going on with you now, everything is perfect. So the more you stay in that now, the more gratitude you can feel and the higher you can vibrate, which gives you the power to create more things to be grateful for. So mine said, I feel wonderful, and so it is, and so it is. So let's see. We have intention. Ooh, this is a good message. It's been coming up in just what Spirit's been saying to us. But now we actually have a card that's speaking of the intention. And look, 22. That's been coming up a lot in REM. Okay, so number one, I'm being told to tell you all to look up the number 22. Even if you know what it represents, Spirit is saying still look it up. Also, the owl represents wisdom. What Spirit is saying is to remind you to tap into your ancient wisdom. We all carry it, ancient as in past lives. We all have ancient wisdom. Everything gets stored. Everything we experience gets stored. We have cellular memory of everything we experience. We just don't have a conscious awareness of it. So you can begin tapping into that unconscious memory, your ancient wisdom, by choosing. I am choosing to connect with my ancient wisdom. I am choosing to connect with my ancient wisdom so that I can apply it in my life today to serve my highest good and the highest good of those I'm called to serve. Start tapping in. Also, okay, Spirit just said the egg represents new birth and fertility. So, new birth meaning you are birthing a new you. Fertility means that you are in a power center, a power realm where you have the power to birth whatever you choose. You know, it's like nowadays they have the scientific methods where people can choose if they're going to have a boy or a girl. You know, Spirit is saying right now you are that scientific method that gets to choose what your life is. So utilize it. Now, intention also speaks of you setting your intention, you know, being really clear on what you're choosing. You know, you can't go back and forth and then expect Spirit to figure it out. You know, think of it like this. Although we know that Spirit is all knowing, right? And Spirit is capable of any and everything, right? We know this, but let's just use this metaphor, for example. Imagine one person, one individual serving everybody in the world. Are they going to have time to sift through what you mean? No, you got to mean what you say and say what you mean. I'm hearing Wendy, you know, her little theme song. Anyways, you got to do that because the universe is not going to sift through what you mean. The universe is going to give you exactly what you asked for. So for you to say, okay, I kind of think this will be good, but maybe this will be good. And then you're sitting around like, why isn't anything good happening in my life? Well, it's because you're not even clear. So how can the universe give you anything? If you're indecisive, you're just going to get more indecisiveness. So be clear. Take a moment, take a time out to think about the ideal life. What would your dream life be like? If you could live your dreams, what would they be? What would life be like? And then choose what you're choosing and then let the universe know. When you're clear on your intentions, you are going to get a clear response. A clear response. So tap into your intentions. Also, what Spirit is saying is this card is, again, reminding you to be intentional about how you receive your gifts, how you allow yourself to be used as a vessel of highest light and love. Be clear on that because these spirits, you know, it's like people. People are consciously aware of self, right? Their mission, their purpose, what serves them. Most people aren't going around saying, you know what, if I reach out to this person, what is that going to do to them? No, they're thinking if I reach out to this person, this is going to help me in this way, right? So if you are expecting the spirits to say, oh, she's busy, or oh, he's tired, or oh, got a lot going on, maybe we'll just give them a break. No, that ain't how it works. So be very intentional with how you allow the communication to occur, okay? Anything else for this one? Okay, thank you. Okay, so we also got 29, which is 11, and coming to life. And I'm hearing back to life, back to reality. You guys remember that song, However Do You Want It? Remember that? I'm 42. I don't know how old everybody is. I know my Aunt Linda knows that song. And as I was singing it, you probably started singing it, jamming to it too, huh? So anyways, that's the song that came through. coming to life. So Spirit is saying, it's time for you to come back to who you are and live. It's time for you to come back to who you are and live. You are done with your lesson phase. You are done with the cycle of collecting lessons through hardship, through pain, through trauma. Now it's time for you to heal this flesh so that this flesh can be in alignment and connected to the soul within you. Your soul is healthy. Your soul is vibrant, but this flesh stops that wisdom, that health, that vibrancy from coming out. That flesh, it's been through lessons, which is trauma, disappointment, pain, anger. And so Spirit is saying, you know what? Those are for you to learn lessons so you can serve. But why are you still stuck there? Get out of that. It's time. Come back to life. Awaken fully, completely. Be who you chose to be before you entered this earth. We get stuck in our lessons, right? And Spirit is saying, free yourself. Come back to life. Come back to life. Give yourself spiritual CPR. Do that through healing, okay? Now we also got, and this one came in upside down as we're speaking of healing, the divine physician, Archangel Raphael. And it says, thank you, Raphael, for shining your divine light upon my healthy body. So the reason why this came in upside down is because Spirit is saying there's still some healing to do. There's still some healing to do. You know, some of you are aware, but you're not choosing it. Some of you choose it and then you don't do the work. And some of you are just oblivious to the fact that there is healing that still is being requested of you, right? But Archangel Raphael is the archangel of healing. So you can, if you're not ready to work with me or some other healer that Spirit is placing your path, you can begin taking baby steps in working with Archangel Raphael. And even if you are working with me or some other healer, Spirit is saying still connect with Archangel Raphael so that you get that extra boost in your healing. But it's time to heal. However you're intuitively led to heal, it's your personal journey, do it. Do it. Doesn't matter the who and the how, it just matters that you do, right? I just heard Archangel Raphael is at your beck and call. What is it that requires the most healing for you right now? If you're comfortable sharing that, share it in the comments. Because here's the thing. When you speak it, when you share it, right, you're releasing it. That's the first step of release. It's not about shame. It's about getting rid of it. What is the biggest thing right now that your soul is telling you to heal? What's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear that question? Go ahead and leave it in the comments. And let's see what you all are saying. Natalie said, my jam. Pam said, yes, that's so important. When we don't have clarity, we can't manifest. Exactly. And she also said, yes, I remember. Natalie said, I was dancing. Ooh, that one hit me. Pam said, yes, that so resonates with me. So while I'm waiting for you all, you saw my face, my foot falls asleep every time. While you all leave in the comments, what I'd like to do is also tell you a few things that's going on. You remember we do the housekeeping in the beginning, and today I wasn't led to do so, but Spirit is reminding me right now while I wait for your comments. So literally there's a couple of things going on. We've got the Be Beautiful conferences happening in Atlanta, Georgia in August of this year, hosted by the beautiful Nefertiti. Myself and Barbara, who is Diamond Cartel on Facebook, we will be two of the speakers there, of the multiple speakers, and it's going to be amazing. So if you are interested in attending that, tickets are $79, and I am actually doing free recorded readings as a gift for those of you that enroll in the conference. So when you enroll, just here are the steps. Put Nahkila Isha as the one who referred you. Send me a screenshot. Let me know that you've enrolled, and then send me your 3 questions with that screenshot. I'll get that recorded for you within 7 to 10 days and deliver it to you, okay? And then we also have the 2020 Activating You Retreat happening in October of 2020. There are literally less than 5 spots available. So if you have been thinking about it, if Spirit has guided you and said, yes, this serves your highest good to attend, I would recommend us doing your interview and getting you enrolled, because the spots are filling fast. Okay. It's one of the things I've been manifesting. So it's pretty awesome. I'm pretty grateful at how fast it's been feeling. So let's see what you all are saying. No comments yet. So you don't have to share if you choose not to. However, ask yourself that question. What is the biggest thing that your soul is calling for you to heal right now? Right now. Manifesting miracles. Archangel Orion. Thank you, Orion, for manifesting your miracles in my world. Okay, so number one, what I was hearing is you are powerful, you are capable, you are able, you are worthy. And then that song, He's Able, started playing, but I was hearing the word you in place of he. And Spirit, as I'm saying, in place of he, Spirit is saying you can also connect with this archangel to assist you in your manifesting, right? So here's the thing. We often hear we are not meant to do it alone. You have earth angels that come in the form of people that are here to assist you, but you also have a whole spirit team of angels and ancestors and guides that are meant to assist you, here to assist you. So Spirit is saying to tap into all of that, utilize your resources. It's like having a book report that's due and you have the book in front of you that the topic is on and you're like, you know what? I'm not even going to read the book. I'm just going to make some stuff up. And Spirit is saying, don't wing it. Call on those that are here to help you, to serve you. Also, I'm being told to ask you, what are you choosing to manifest? What are you manifesting? For this week alone, what are you choosing to manifest? So when I ask these questions, please leave a comment and let us know, because again, putting it out there, you're sending that vibration. And then write down what you're choosing to manifest. That's a vibration too, writing it down. If you have organic paper, write it on that. Blue, purple pens, those carry the highest vibrational frequency. So when you're writing your manifestations out, write it down in blue or purple ink to elevate the vibration even more. Pam said, I am being called to heal my relationships with men. And so it is. And so it is. Okay. I'm hearing that stems from a deeper past life experience. So peel back the layers. Peel back the layers. Natalie said, having so much fun and is the goal. Awesome. Awesome. Because you know what fun does? It elevates our vibration. So when we're elevated in vibration, guess what we're doing? We're manifesting miracles. So that is so awesome. Hey, Tracy, we haven't seen you in a while. Tracy said, I finally realized and own that my heart is truly longing to heal from the shame I put on myself about being a single mom and the struggles associated with that. I thought I had let go of it, but self-realization is key, is what I'm hearing. First step. I miss you too. I miss you too. And also, as I was reading that, I was being led to tell you, if you didn't watch last week's Empower Hour, take a peek, because I shared how my Aunt Rachel helped me to release that shame that came with having my first son at 19. You know, I had him in November, 3 months before my 20th birthday. And from then on, there was no shame, no shame. And here's the thing. When we understand the journey and we understand the path and we understand how this whole thing called life works and how it relates to spirituality, we know that not only did we choose to be vessels that bring forth light at whatever age it happens and the circumstances around it, we choose that because there's lessons for us to learn. There's also reasons for those that we are associated with, those that we've given life to, for them to learn. So when we can really understand that I am a vessel through and through, and every aspect of my life serves a purpose, not just for me, but for those I encounter, then we can release the shame, right? My mom and I, we've had these conversations a lot as it relates to my brother, or even the things that I experienced as a child and teenager and young adult. It's like, you can't beat yourself up because you were a vessel. My life's journey is what it is. And had you done anything different, or had I done anything different, I wouldn't be who I am today. And today, I am living my purpose. I am fulfilling my soul contract. So part of you being able to fully be in that fulfilling your soul contract mode it's going to take you releasing that shame. Just shifting how you look at it, shifting your perception of it, but also healing, because for you, logically, you understand that, but it's some more healing that has to take place. And as I'm doing this, I'm also feeling some stirrings in my solar plexus and my sacral, but really in my solar plexus strong. I'm feeling like a warmth there. So Spirit is reminding you to be in your power fully, and to do so, releasing that shame. Just choose to. It's that easy. We oftentimes, we've been taught we got to struggle through things. We got to work on things. It takes time. We even hear love takes time to heal when you're hurting so much, right? But guess what? We have the power of intention. We get to choose. It's like a light switch. I can choose to work on it, or I can choose to do it. Simple. I'm choosing to do it. So just release it. Release it. Release it through your breath. Take some time, go on one of those beautiful beaches in Hawaii where you live, and just release it. And when you're breathing it, when you're inhaling, release it with power behind it from your solar plexus. We often take those slow and deep breaths, and those are good and they have a purpose. But when we're choosing to just release, release it, and call on Goddess Callie to help you just sever the ties and the connections to that. Also do some soul retrieval work and some cutting the cords. There's a guided meditation to cut cords on my channel. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out. Now let's see. Nicole said, healing insecurities that are rooted back to childhood and embracing my true, confident, powerful self. And so it is. Yes. Yes. Oftentimes the things, even from our childhood, what I've discovered, they often stem from past life stuff, because we're still vibrating at that frequency energetically. And so we come into this life still vibrating at that frequency. So oftentimes when you heal, it requires going back and healing yourself in past lives as well. And that's what timeline regression does. It allows you to go back and heal yourself in those past lives too, if that's where your unconscious mind is ready to take you. It's all up to you how far back you go. Tracy said, I will definitely go watch that video. I see how ridiculous it is to live in shame. It's weird how that emotion can settle in our hearts so deeply. Then we live according to that negative vibe. It's so true, because you know what? It may be associated with the shame of being a single mother, but shame is shame. So when you carry shame, no matter what the root of it is, it shows up in everything you do. It holds you back, right? Because it's like, who am I to do this? Who am I to advise or to share this? I'm not worthy of that. And that's just that shame talking. It's not the truth, So when you release that, you're going to elevate even more in what you're here to do. Tracy said, I'm doing the work though. Beautiful. And yes, I choose to heal from that and let go of that. Damn it. With fierce will persistence, I release this shame. Okay, solar plexus. And Tracy said, thank you. I will do the guided meditation cord cutting too. You are so awesome. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your mirror and reflecting you. You see me, you and me. You see you and me. Also, when you do any sort of guided meditation, this is for everyone, 21 days consecutively, because that's the length of time it takes for that unconscious mind to rewire itself. So anything you begin implementing to heal yourself or to shift or rewire yourself, 21 consecutive days. If you skip a day, it's okay. Day one starts tomorrow. Okay. So let's see. Let's see, the Paracel. Is that Paracel one? I'm manifesting love and family reunions. Awesome. And will you tell me what your name is? I don't know if you're on Facebook and you're in the United Light Beings Awakening group, but let me know what your name is. Now they say, yes, releasing shame tied to my sacral and root chakras. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I just heard they cannot hurt you anymore. You cannot be hurt anymore. Natalie, that's for you. Okay, so that's all. That's all, folks. Okay, so I'd like to ask you to do a couple of favors for me. I like favors. I like to do them and I like to ask for them. So if you have not subscribed to the channel already, will you go ahead and do so? And if your notifications aren't on, turn them on so you don't miss anything. Spirit has been guiding me to do more content for the channel. So I am obeying that and I am doing that. And there will be lots of things posted. So turn your notifications on so you can get notified and share these videos. If they resonate with you on any level, do the thumbs up and share it. Let's help get the message of love and light and healing out there, okay? So I thank you so much. And before I go, I'm being led to just wait a bit to see if you guys have anything else to say. I realize now that the messages, the comments come in a little delayed over here too. They're faster than Facebook, but they still come in a little delayed here. Okay, so I was just told to pull a card for Tracy, but don't decipher it. To just pull it, Tracy, and let you sit with that. So what deck? Okay, thank you. Oh, you are so welcome. I love you too, Natalie. Thank you. The one by my heart. Okay. You're so welcome, Nicole. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, so oh, Tracy, look what you got. And it's upside down. Trust. We know what the upside down means. It's a block or it's an area that spirit is calling for you to improve. But I'm not going to give anything other than that. But this is your card, Tracy. Spirit said just pull it and let you sit with it. So there you go. Trust. Now let me flip that right side up for you so we can just get rid of that energy of it being that way. Let's just make it like this. Make it like this. Okay. Now spirit is saying to tell you the 0 means back to basics. Starting from square one, back to basics. Okay, that's all I got for you. Oh, man. So thank you guys so much. I leave you with peace, love, bliss, and abundance. And I will talk to you soon. Oh, real quick. Next Wednesday, live from the airport on my cell phone. So next week will not be our typical Wednesday live and power hour. So just giving you a heads up, and it may not even be a whole hour, just depending on what's going on in the airport. Okay. But let's see. Is it even going to be? Okay, listen, let me say this. I'm either going to go live at the airport on time, or you will get an uploaded, recorded video on time. Either way, you will get something on time and you will get me live. So just be aware that it may be a little wonky next week, okay? But still going to be there for you. Okay, have a great rest of your day and thank you for tuning in.